Hi everyone, this is Maggie from My Favorite Things. Today I'd like to talk to you about two bags that I'm going to be selling. Actually, I currently have it on the market through eBay and through the Facebook groups that I belong to. But I also wanted to bring it to you, my YouTube subscribers, and offer it to you for a friends and family price, which would be cheaper than the other venues that I'm selling, and with free shipping. But really, in reality, I want to really talk about why I'm selling them, because I love both of these handbags, and it's not because I don't like them that I'm selling them. It's because I have only so much room, or actually I have a lot of room in my house because all my kids are gone, but I don't want to have tons of bags because I am trying to minimize as much as possible my clothing and my makeup and all that stuff, and I don't want to have too many stuffs. So I kind of have an unofficial rule, and it's not exactly, I don't always follow it, but I try to the best I can, which is to say, whenever I buy bags, I have to let something go. So that's why I'm letting this go. Now, you'll notice that this one, which is my Chanel Mini in satin, this is it's a pretty rare vintage piece, which is really, I think, is in excellent condition. But this one I've had since 1989 when I got married and we went on our honeymoon to Paris. We started in Paris and we rented a car and drove all over Loire Valley and stayed in castles, and it was just an amazing time. But we went to the Chanel shop and my husband and I bought this together. And I have my husband's blessing to sell this but anyway, I had this in the market and it sold. It sold through eBay and the person never paid. And it was such a hassle that I said, forget it, I'll just keep it. I don't need to be selling this. And I've only used this a handful of times. I've been babying this bag, and over the last, this is 1989, so in the last 28 years, I have only used it, on special occasions or weddings. And I've just sort of kept it in my closet in a dust bag. And every once in a while, I'll take it out and take a look at it and walk around the house with it. But anyway, so this one I'm selling. I decided to try to put it on the market again and sell. And particularly because I recently got the similar, it's not quite similar, it's actually bigger. If you see, one is significantly bigger than the other. It can be used as a clutch, and I don't know that you can use this as a clutch, but it's a mini bag. The Gucci Mini Marmont Matelassé. So this is a one that I recently got from Italy on my recent trip to Italy, and I think that I can use this. It's not as elegant in my opinion as this, but I'm not a very elegant person, and it's not like I go to galas. I don't even go to that many weddings. I was actually kind of joking with my husband that I have two kids who are in their 20s, and I was saying to my husband, maybe I'll save this bag for their wedding, except neither one of them will have, I don't know when they're going to get married. So my husband thought that was a silly idea. So anyway, because I have this, which is also a black small bag, and I can use this during the day and evening, I decided that it is time to try to let go of this again. Now, one thing that's special about this in comparison to this bag is that as cute as this bag is, and it certainly fits a lot more than, well, I don't know about a lot more, it fits more than this. This is much more elegant. I mean, it's so much more dainty, beautiful. Look at that beautiful CC that you don't see very often, and it's real gold plating. One thing it does, and the other thing is that I could wear this as a clutch. I have many times when you go to a wedding and there's dancing, I would just hold on to it like this as a clutch, and you can't do that. You can't do that with this. Or I can put it over my shoulder or crossbody. I usually don't like to wear a crossbody when I'm, or I can just wrap the chain around my wrist and use it as like a handheld bag, but I would wrap it around my wrist, like I would wrap it many times, and then, or I'd go like this. It's just a beautiful, it's just such a beautiful a clutch. It can be used as a clutch because of the size, but I think it's bigger than some of the other clutches that are out. One thing that this has that it's in really excellent condition, and I can send you more pictures if you need to, but there is a tiny little scratch here that I noticed that I've tried to take pictures of as well, but I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? It's right here. I don't know if you can see. It's a scratch. You can see a little bit of it's raised up and a little bit of a bump. I don't know, but anyway, so, and other than that, it's just very minor scratches, very minor scratch on the hardware. It's actually in really beautiful shape. So that's why I'm putting this on the market. It's a fancy bag, and I don't have a fancy life. It's kind of sad, but true. All right, so the next thing that I have decided to let go is this Louis Vuitton Speedy B in Empreinte size 25. And this is in color Jaipur. I have made a YouTube video on it, and actually it's coming out more pinkish red on camera than it actually is. Sometimes it's a really interesting color, and I think it's a beautiful color because it's kind of a berry color, but in bright sunlight, to me, sometimes it looks red, bright red, and other times it looks like a little more magenta-ish color. I mean, it's a chameleon. It's absolutely beautiful. It's in pristine, excellent shape. As you know, I can show you the corners, how it looks, and the corners are in excellent shape. The hardware, the bottom of the feet have a little bit of wear on them, and the hardware has, very minor scratches just because it's been used. But as you know, I have had the handles and the strap, which I have in here, replaced completely by Louis Vuitton, and the straps are here, and as well as a clochette. So the glazing is beautifully done. I mean, they completely replaced it. I think they had some issues when it first came out, or first year or two that it came out. They had a lot of glazing issues, but I think they must have fixed it because now it looks absolutely gorgeous. The original glazing, if you saw my YouTube video, was like gooey feeling, but they completely replaced that. Anyway, you will get, I'll tell you what you get. Oh, by the way, you will get, when you purchase this, you will get the original dust bag and the authenticity card, and it's got the little authenticity sticker in there. And if you'd like to see more pictures of this bag, I would be happy to send it to you. Just private message me. Likewise with the Speedy B Empreinte. So when this recent trip to Italy, I got this, which is a true red, and I absolutely love this. And when I got this, I had a pink bag. I originally had the pink one, and I wasn't really thinking about selling. I mean, I was kind of thinking of selling this only because of the number of bags, and I had brought in one, but it was like, I think I said in my last video, I think I'm going to put, 2 of my bags up for sale. Well, but I wasn't really, it was just like, oh, okay, maybe if it sells, great. If somebody asks me, great. But then I got it exchanged for this red when I had the little indentation. I made a YouTube video on it on the flap. So when I got this red bag, I thought, wow, now I have 2 bags that are in the red color family. And even though this is bigger, actually, you know what? this is 27. This is about the same width, I think. The width of it is exactly the same, right? Let's see if I can do this. The width is exactly the same. Almost exactly the same, right? But the depth, certainly this is not even this. So this can look so cute because it doesn't look so wide on your body, but yet it fits a ton. I've been wearing this with a bag organizer to keep its shape. I recently took this to Las Vegas and all over Western United States with my parents, and I absolutely loved it. So I thought this was going to be, forever kind of a bag until I bought another bag in Italy, and then I was like, I need to get rid of the same number of bags as what I bought. So that's my intention anyway. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm not going to say that I'm always going to succeed, but we'll see. So this is it. And the reason why I thought of letting this go was because even before I had the red one, but red one, when I got this red bag, it sort of cinched it. And it made it more like I need to sell this bag because I have another red bag. But really, Speedy 25 Damier Bean and Speedy Empreinte is pretty much the same size. As much as I like this actually better in a way for like wearing around the house, around my town. But when I travel, I take this. When I go abroad, I take this. Although I did take this to Las Vegas, but that's within the United States. Because what I can do with this is that I take a tote bag and I fold this in so that it's completely flat, put it in my LV dust bag and put it in my tote bag. Versus this, because the zipper goes all the way to the side, it's not really foldable. And I wouldn't want to, and this one I fold, and then you can see the fold mark here because I folded it last time I took it to Europe. But it does, over time the lines are gonna come out. So these are exactly the same size bags. So, I guess I could have kept this, but then I have another red bag. I don't have a Damier Bean bag. I sold my monogram bag because I was like watching the weather way too much. I'm just not gonna go, I thought I could just be carefree with getting that Speedy bandolier in monogram with the vachette leather, and I just wasn't. I guess I'm too paranoid. So with this one, I don't even worry about the weather, and it's light. This is a little bit heavier than this, and I will do a comparison of these two. If this sells quickly, I will definitely do a comparison between these two so that you can decide which one, if you were to choose one, which one would be better for you. If I didn't have the red color, I think I would still choose this only because of the amount of traveling I do, and only because I use this during my travels a lot. It is so carefree. Not that this isn't, because this is carefree. But it just can't be folded. And both of them, actually, this is easier to use because it opens wider, but I can't fold it. So, but this one only opens to here, and everybody's talked about how small the opening of this is in comparison to this, right? Okay, so if you have any questions, please, I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have. And if you have any questions about my sale, if you'd like to see more pictures, please private message me and I will be happy to send it to you. But that's why I'm selling it. That was my reasoning for trying to sell this bag and this bag. Okay, all right, I hope this helps, and I hope I explained my reasoning for putting these on the market. Okay, bye.